And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. A stunning look at the sunlit clouds above the 10th Avenue Bridge here in Minneapolis. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Robert Covington.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to the sideline. Allie?
Hey, BA. Karl Anthony Towns is in a new phase. He said, I've had the time to mess up and chase stats. That's over. I've proved myself in this league. But can I win? That is the next step. I have to do whatever it takes. There's only one way to change the narrative. That's to go beat the narrative. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks for that. So, the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Batum in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Patrick Beverly, and it's Russell in at the one spot. And for teams outside the playoff hunt, that 1-2-3 Cancun chant is going around now, Clark.
I think former player Nick Van Exel, supposedly the originator of that 1-2-3 chant, BA. You wonder whether some airlines might want to use that one for a marketing slogan for themselves.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. To the inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
George passes to Jackson. Here's the three. Rebound Minnesota. Going into this, having knocked the win against San Antonio in their last game.
And you know, some games you're playing by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Now here's Russell. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in it.
And D'Angelo Russell, looking at his career, he's slowly becoming a more efficient player, learning his strengths and his limitations.
Jackson outside. There's the triple. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Tries a 9-footer, and he buries his first look. And for Russell, he's still a volume scorer. But now I think he's better at picking his spots.
And you can live with his percentages. I mean, he's improved his shot from the outside. It seems like he's always looking to refine his game.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks him down in bunches.
Outside Russell. Here's Towns. Drives to the hoop. Got a hand on it. Pass to Jackson. Zubac high post. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
The timing by Batum. Really good at recognizing when to fire off the catch.
Here's Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got his second basket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Up top, Zubac. Pass to George. 4-3. On target from range. George has got 5 points.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
To the paint. Shots blocked. In transition, here come the Clippers. Jackson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Inside, here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's George with the jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's Vanderbilt. Misses from short range.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Batum. For three, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
And we're going to have a jump ball. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And the Clippers with the ball. Zubats against Towns. Jackson outside. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Batum. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And Minnesota calls time here. And with Nick Batum, he's a very aware player. Always seems to make the right choice, Grant.
I mean, he has a great assist-to-turnover ratio for his entire career. And it seems like he just gets better as he ages. Batum is simply a smart player who keeps things simple.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Can they get it?
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive side.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's Zubats. Following the score by Minnesota, Jackson gets the bucket.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Now here's Beasley. 11 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Here's Powell. And Powell with the scout.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage in both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Pass to Edwards. Launches a three. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards has got 7 points.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
1 second left. No luck on that one. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Here's Mann. He picked up 10 in his last game. So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubats at center. Norman Powell out there with Terrence Mann. And it's George in at the 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence, and I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack, and you always have to believe in yourself, no matter what the situation.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Okogie's shot is off.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
To the middle. Powell passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Edwards. From behind the arc. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
A nice shot by Zubac.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-man.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Russell from outside gets it to go. Makes it 2 for 5.
And, you know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that. You know, if you follow the career of Russell, he's never had a chance to get completely comfortable, in my opinion. Tough breaks for him in his journey thus far.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Down low. Here's Russell. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Russell's got 8 points.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
George for 3. No luck on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. And you know Russell would love to have a long stretch with a team.
I know he certainly would be. I mean, he's always seen major injuries to other stars on his team, which has obviously affected him. Coach turnover in his career hasn't helped either. I think he's made the most of it and has tried to stay focused, and I still think he's got a lot of good days ahead of him.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of the sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Beverly comes in for Russell. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Zubac.
And Beverly is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for the Timberwolves. And the switch here also for the Clippers. Jackson, he's checked in for Mann. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Edwards. Deflected. And stolen by Beasley. They're running. Up the floor. Oh, Covington with a block.
No, sir, not today. Covington, that happened.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. A minute 22 left in the half. Beverly shot off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. It's Powell on the wing. This one for 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
It's Powell on the wing. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range. Powell's got 11 points.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into it. You got to almost be in their jersey to try to find those looks.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Edwards. So it's Minnesota now. It's an 18-point game.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Here's George. It's hauled in by Beverly. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Beasley for three. Counted from distance.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. When he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Here's Jackson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Counted. And he'll shoot one more at the line. Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Beasley against George. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. They're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark on the bench, and these guys delivered.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even a game plan to play. Well, that's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paul George has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Edwards. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Beverly in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. They get the rebound. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. There's the three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind.
Shot is good by Edwards.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They really got to pick up that interior defense.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Now here's George. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Zubac's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Morris.
Yeah, and you know, whenever he's aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Towns. And Okogie is subbed in for Beverly. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Batum's shot is off.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Jackson. George outside. Back to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Russell. He's got a piece of it.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum, really an asset in blocking shots.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince is checked in. The Clippers on D. It's an 18-point lead. And here's Edwards outside. Drops in the 3. Edwards has got 19 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. Sign of a skilled offensive player.
There's Jackson with the 3. And the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Russell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Russell, that's good.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Now here's Jackson. 9 points in the game. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Clippers lead by 16.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
They swipe it. To the middle. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Jackson. For 3, George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 9 assists now tonight. Minnesota's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. Powell comes in for Kennard. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The Clippers on D. And Minnesota calls time here. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
2:13 left in the third. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. Here's Prince. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's George. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. George has got 26. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Clippers.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's George. Yep, that one goes. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to McDaniels. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
That one goes in.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And that one's good.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Free throw is good from Russell.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
And here's Jackson. That'll count. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Los Angeles, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle. Staying focused on the task at hand. Coach Lue urging his guys on.
They're all about focus and how you execute. When this team is playing together, they're dangerous.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Jackson out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Coffey in at the three, the small forward.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Beverly, the pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
A bit undersized, does not make him a legit small ball four.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Jackson can't get it to go.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert. Because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
With the mark, and he lays it in. McDaniels got 4 points this quarter.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets the three fly. That doesn't go either for Jackson.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Lehman, covered by Covington. Pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Here's Mann. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Minnesota calls time here And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers.
You know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Lehman. Zubats, he's checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Man.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Pass to Batum. Here's Coffee. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Towns passes to Beasley. Misses the baby hook.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Driving inside. And the basket by Coffee.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Beverly. Vanderbilt. It's good. On the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. And Covington, here we go. It's good. Covington's got his first 2 points.
Nice recognition here by Robert Covington, seeing the lane to the bucket and pouncing on it immediately.
Inside. Vanderbilt, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And stolen by Beasley. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Okogie. Pass to Vanderbilt. High post Towns. The teardrop. Second chance effort. There's the block.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Noel. Pass to Balmaro. Beyond the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Nice shot by Kennard.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To the paint. And the basket by Balmaro.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
Kennard outside. Pass to Coffee. Back to Man. The 3-ball. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And they're on the break. Ball's going up the court. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Here's Coffee. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Shooting for the lane. Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
Lehman can't hit. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on an 18-6 run. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. DJ Boston. Here's Noel. Oh, got a piece of it. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.